I know you know this dude real carefully, man. I know you know him personally, might be. Luke Kuechly. This is an important video that they show love to him.
4 years ago, Luke Kuechly retired from the National Football League at just 28 years old. In typical Luke fashion, there was no farewell tour, no address in the media. He just simply said goodbye to the fan. He had a genuine passion for learning and understanding the game. As his former high school coaches have said, they've never coached a kid who studied the game like Kuechly. Let me tell you something, gentlemen. From the moment Clark Kent arrived at Chestnut Hill, things got spooky. Things got real spooky. During his time at BC, he won the Buckus Award, the Lombardi Award, the Lott Trophy, the Bronco. I mean, you name it, gentlemen. He was reeling it in. It was really no surprise when Carolina made him the first linebacker off the board in the 2012 NFL Draft. I'll tell you what is surprising, though, all right? Something about a guy you could pass at your local Whole Foods and have no idea he was one of the most dangerous men on the planet. Something about a guy that loses a couple screws when he takes the glasses off, puts on that... Puts on that look. 2012 next rookie of the year, walking at 100
Oh, yeah.
Man, Lukey, baby!
August. So, yeah.
In 8 years, no linebacker has recorded more tackles,
Hall of Fame.
pass breakups,
Hall of Fame.
or interceptions.
Hall of Fame. Easy. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame.
Man, we thank you, Lukey.
August. Man, listen. It's one of them situations where, man, I can't really express enough, you know what I'm saying? Between Luke and TD, they brought the best out of me.
Well,
See what I'm saying? Like, Luke brought a different version out of me, but TD brought a different version out of me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like two evils. One evil is cerebral, the other evil is physical. And I went against that every single day in practice. One so much so, like, I took it personal when Luke picked me out because I knew he knew everything, you know what I'm saying? So one particular training camp, and anybody who knew me knew, like, training camp, every time I threw a pick, I did field gassers burp, like the whole field burpees. Every line I would touch, I was just so mad that Luke picked me off. And anybody, like I did not like throwing interceptions.
yeah.
You know, I was just competitive, you know what I mean? But I did that without people necessarily knowing. But favorite Luke story,
Yeah.
he probably forgot this. When I was coming out or working back out for the draft, I went back to IMG to train. That particular time I was there at IMG, I didn't have a receiver to throw to. And Luke was coming out of the draft, and it wasn't a lot of people to throw to. It was Luke. Didn't necessarily know too much about him. He just looked like one of those IMG kids that probably play like soccer or like,
Yeah.
I didn't know what he played, you know, never really heard of him. And it ended up being a long-lasting teammate. So I met Luke when he was coming out of the draft where he was working out, threw to him like spot throws, could catch too. And the rest is history, bro.
Dang, that's crazy. That switch is true? Like when they talking about he hit that switch.
Oh, yeah.
Like he a nice guy off the field, but
Do not get that shit twisted. Do not. That motherfucker would flip a switch. And he was a skillful tackler. A skillful tackler. He wasn't a thumper, but he would thump your ass respectfully.
don't let him. He gonna thump your ass.
You know what I'm saying?
He gonna put a dent in there.
Devin Funches.
Oh yeah, boy.
Devin Funches. He was one of those guys that could talk.
Yeah.
And you know, Fun was cool. In this particular practice, bro, it was. I think it was like preseason or some shit. Cause we was in Charlotte. It was a shell practice. Meaning like you had shorts, but you had the shoulder pads on. So it wasn't like a physical supposed practice. Man, this motherfucker Fun was talking shit. And man, he caught a drag or a slant. And granted, I'm the quarterback, so I'm throwing it to him.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to throw it to him. Fun was coming across the middle. And that the respect that he had, it wasn't a cheap shot. It's just like you come across the middle under 5 yards. All you heard was, so I'm dropping down. Beep, 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 beep. This the only time you're gonna see this machine come up. Fuck, bro. Coach, you just gonna let him hit me like that? Next play, guy. Hey, nobody fuck with Luke, bro. Nobody fuck with Luke. But shit, he hit that motherfucker. All you heard.
He ain't gonna play with you.
Yeah, and will not, and won't. You dig what I'm saying? On top of TD too. Good night. Next one.